Hey guys, welcome back to Spotter's Guide. We are now on, I believe, episode 7. And, see, just even one episode. It hasn't been that long, so moon's only risen up there. I took the entire circle up. I was going to start doing some scratching and planning and stuff like that. But I figured this might be a good episode for people who aren't interested in construction to skip, and a good episode for people who are interested to see how I do my layouts and stuff like that. Maybe, I know watching Fire UK and stuff like that has always helped me when I'm considering different build patterns and such. So I thought maybe this would just be helpful for some people. Give them ideas for what to design. So I'm going to use some of my unstacked dirt. I'm going to put the diorite away so I don't have a temptation to use it. And I'm really going to just stick with the dirt here for now. Put the torches where they normally belong. Stack of dirt, stack of dirt. And a couple of thoughts, have been going through my mind. I can see... So I want to keep this open. So no building beyond this rail right there. So I can't do anything there. I've been thinking I definitely want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a sphere. This is properly aligned. I want to have an entrance on the second floor. So got it up before that even happens. So the entrance to this place is actually going to be a bridge that comes across here. Oops. Guess it's not going to let me put some dirt down. So I'll put some dirt in there. I'll come out here. But what I'm thinking of doing is building a pillar here. And this is why I thought, just kind of show how this goes. Oops. And we're done with the first stack. See how much faster this goes with the dirt. And, shovels are fairly easy to make here. The only thing I can't do is I can't suspend it anymore, so I can't actually build out there. But imagine that this is going to be a solid floor here. I'm thinking I could actually extend the floor out to here. Oops. Oop. Oh. I did not mean to fall. So let's get back up. So I'll actually, have a bit of an overhang here, but just on this layer, this level. So this is where I think wood is my secondary backup, so we'll have that over here. We'll go out, out, and out. Now assuming we follow the same kind of edgy pattern to get the congruency, or the symmetry. I'm not sure if those are exactly the words I'm looking for in this particular instance. But I've only got 3 of these left. So it'll be kind of like this, where this entire floor this will just extend straight over, the walls will go up and they'll start at this level. I'll have some sort of a basement entrance or something down there, so we will use the lower spot. But this will be a pretty nice upper floor. Yeah, I'm really digging this. This is a good idea. I don't think I'll be doing this entire thing out of Gabbro though, so that will be one of the changes here. Oop, egg. Let's just store the eggs. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Wish I had more wood. Aspen. I do have more wood. Oh, bring the pain. Oi. Oi, look at that. Stacks of 12. That's it. Stacks of 12. Oh, painful. Oh yeah, these actually only supposed to be 8, and it's just that the crafting recipe gave me 12. Wow, that blows. There's a 4. Oops. Well, this wasn't supposed to be this tedious. I am almost certain that this part is a bug. There we go. Stack of aspen, a little bit left over. I'm even thinking that the aspen is a good layer wood for this. So that means we also use it on this side. Oops. There we go. So we will have a bit of a bridge right here. Let me undo this top layer of dirt. Let me undo the pillar of dirt. That will be some kind of a really hard stone. Well, hard looking. Might make that out of basalt. I think I had a video, maybe I didn't, but Bilbo built a really neat looking tower thingy over there. And I was thinking of using just a very small version. You know, oh, do I have any? I should have tons of basalt in this chest over here, right? Right, guys? That one. There we go. Going to actually move that over one. So the thing about his tower is it was fairly large. Towered above most of the other stuff. I mean, you'll notice that Kenta's place has been taken down a bit. Chests are still floating there. We're trying to keep the scale of the buildings reasonable. Really large central towers, they don't even match like the curves and sizes that you see on the castle there, or the wall, or any of the other houses and such. So we asked Bilbo if he would mind moving from a man-created tree that was about so high to some planted sequoias and such. So we actually did add those in. You can tell because, I mean, that's what the sequoias are supposed to look like now, giant pine trees. And these are still the old pattern. That's just how they grew. But that's how we moved the edge of the sequoia forest into our town, so he could build the tree houses. But long story short, the pattern he had for the tower itself was pretty freaking cool. It was big enough where you could crawl up in the center of it, but it wasn't too obtrusive. And I'm going to try and do a little bit of replication here. So we'll do the one around the center. And then this is where the chisel comes in handy. Is we will go to slabbing. And so I'm going to shrink it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do at least that. 6, 7. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we got those down. This is just going to be a 7 as well. Oops. Or actually a 6. But what I also want to do is shrink... Oh, no! Ah! Alright. Other way. Is I want to shrink these in to at least half the size. So now that we know that, we will do this one the right way first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's going to be the one that's the pain, because I have to chop down all this falling dirt here. So there's another 7. So the real question becomes is, should I have made those steps? I believe the obvious answer is yes. We will give one a try. And then maybe even, not stairs, slabs, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Giving the collision detection plenty of space to see that I'm coming from the side and not from the top. Oh, I can get that one back. That's not bad. Smoothing stairs. Thump, thump, thump. And now for the finishing touch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I do this, and this up here, I actually want to 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit bigger than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want these to be really thin up here. And I wasn't counting, so I'm gonna have to eyeball this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 4 in and then 6 up. Gives it a bit of a symmetry to it, because it's hanging down by the amount that it's short from sticking out. It's weird how how just simple relationships like that can appeal to the human eye. Then we can clearly do the corners, kind of echoing in a more minor fashion the pattern that we have down below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't want to hit the blocks behind this. I could even take it one further, but I actually like the upper, and we'll give this a, or no, I can't take it one further because I'd want a little strip right there, and I can't do that yet. I do think that this needs to then be toned down. So a lot of wasted basalt here, but I know where to get more from. And I know I'm focusing on a fairly fine detail while, oh look, all I have over here is an arch and some outline of a foundation. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll go back with just the quick step down here. kind of make these look like they were stairs, just from each of the edges. Itty bitty corners. And there, and there. So I actually am still counting in my head, so all the people who were counting along, is I was doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I'm pretty sure you guys were be sick of me saying that by now, so I don't want to use any already stacked dirt. Let me jump on up, swap back to what's left of our wood stack. Figures. Stupid blocks of wood. They did that on purpose. Alrighty. So we have a semblance of what is going to start being a house here. I don't know exactly what color I'm going to make the walls yet. I do know I'm going to have some very nice glass windows, because I have some pretty good views over the orchard. I have some pretty good views over the town, although my house is going to be over there, so I won't really have that one from that angle. And I have a really good view of that tree. Nothing else matters, just that tree. There's my garden, though. So I'm liking this. This is a nice design. Nice. Clearly going to need more aspen. I think I'll do the floor over here in aspen as well, which is going to be the ceiling of the first floor. That's why I'm not all that sure. Oh, this is a fairly low. Low. We must resolve this. So I'm going to shrink this down one, which is what I'm doing with my shovel. Know when it's time to stop when you see grass. There we go. That time I just heard it. And this should be breaking us back out into light. There we go. Look at that, more dirt, just when I thought I was going to be running out. So this gives me a dilemma of if I'm burying my foundation, who's going to see it? So why make it out of gabbro? Good question. Could always chisel my walls in a little so you always see it. That means my walls would have to be made out of stone then, wouldn't it? So that's not going to work. Never mind that idea. Maybe I'll do 2 rings of gabbro. In which case, I still don't really need the outer ring to be gabbro. Rawr. So the main crux of this is that the entrance level, the entryway here, is going to be floor level. Is going to be ground level. I could kind of get around this with a little bit of some creative digging if I just made the highest height here, have a step up into my garden, and not have a step up over in freaking grass, over in this direction. Yeah, but I don't want a too high ceiling. That's a little too low. Makes you feel a little too enclosed. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so put that back, and I know I filled in a bit of this already. A little bit of double duty on this one. I've dug so much dirt between doing all this work now and the terrace farm earlier. Alrighty, you. Over. Yeah. Need something special to get him out of that pit so I can keep on building. And that something are those. There he goes. Up. Up. Over by the chest. Good enough to put him back in there for now. So, this will be where we put our floor in. Meaning I won't need to worry about the steps to the back. I actually was worried about that because that's kind of close. It's going to have a step pretty much dump you at the door there. Now I'll just have a door, a couple of empty blocks. That'll be some nice spacing. So entryway right here. Let's set up our markers again. That's right, yep. Goes right across. Good, good, good. The house will now sit on a foundation that it can't see.
There you go. Sketchy.
There's all that. So I haven't decided what type of floor. Our tree selection is probably a little bit better now. I do think, however, that I am going to do what I said before. I'm going to do the inner line here with gabbro. So I'll have a stone line around... Oh, wait. Why didn't somebody stop me? I had already filled out the outside edge that didn't need to be seen.
Creepers. I don't want rocky cobblestone. Okay, now the news for you is that's not gonna watch it.
Wow, suddenly need more of this than I did before. No, there we go. Yay, I've saved myself a total of 7 pieces. Ah. Alright, so we have the stone outline that can kind of imply a a stone foundation. Nice and square. That's going to bug me until I actually get the rest of the flooring in there. Yeah. See what I have for wood. Pine, that's pretty okay. Pine. That would be quite a bit of pine. A lot more than I could hold right now. Boy, what types of stone do I have? Andesite. Ooh, some more gabbro. Andesite, marble. Nice. I wanted some marble. So I have a marble balcony over here. It would make sense to do marble pillars here. There was a map a while ago where the ore generation was screwed up and we all kind of, you know, toned it down. And somebody, I think it was Mead, was mentioning about the house that I was working on. It was a purple palace or something like that. It was actually a tower half made out of Copac and what was the other stuff? I want to say it was marble actually. Marble or granite, some really white rock. But I'll see if I can't get that same sort of effect here. I was thinking a solid bottom here, but I'm actually now thinking this will be completely suspended. Something like that.
I thought I was lagging when I couldn't pick up any more than 32 raw bricks. I started digging out more stone. Like, is it stuck in the ground or something? What's going on?
I don't know. You can tell when I get quiet and I'm looking back and forth at something I don't like what I'm seeing. When I like it, I ooh and ah. When I don't like it, I I mean, does that contrast too much with my pillar there? Yeah, let's give this a try as intended. When I initially said
How is it in the way?
we'll do marble pillars. There we go.
Oh, isn't the wall supposed to turn as it turns? It's turning. Not if it turns right here.
So there's the 4 pillars. I originally had it a bit bigger.
Oh, sorry.
Let's actually see what an inner circle looks like.
I didn't pick up the bricks. Well, I didn't pick up the bricks. They're in your hand. I can't replace it. I didn't know there was a creeper over there.
Wish I had more of the aspen now, as I could just kind of, you know, do that. But that also looks pretty weird.
I'll find something to say. The thing is, if you're moving 3 over here into the farm area, then those chests up there. Chests up there.
There we go. I'm actually going to confiscate this for now.
This wall was here. No other wall was here. There was like a couple little row of bricks. That was it.
Here we
And
go.
no, but I mean, if you're gonna
shirt.
the outside.
Yeah.
Then don't touch the wall around the farm. I will do it.
There we go.
I don't get how it can't just be on the outside. Well, I mean, it's like 6 of one, 2 dozen of another.
So that coming to the end.
And there's the stickers. Now that's what Crysyn always says: 6 of one, 2 dozen of another.
So yeah, I'm gonna need a pick. Rawr. And a sight. 1, 2. Or not a pick, an axe. Can't make stone picks anymore. And last time I got a stone axe, I died. I try to avoid death at all times. There we go. So yeah, already don't like what that's looking like with the white pillars over there. That's why it's kind of important that I finish off this, so they would have been there, so 1, 2, 3 would have been there, okay. Yeah.
It might be more helpful if you tell us when you're not being sarcastic. You don't have to tell us why.
There we go. Sun's setting already? Well, I just, once again, midday, and looks like it's getting dark to me. So we have that just holding up what's supposed to be a balcony, so we really do need the substantial side over here.
Yeah, all the concern on the east wall, and yet there is no west wall yet. I haven't been doing anything with the east wall.
So this is one size smaller. Maybe it'll give me that little offset look that I was looking for without looking utterly bleh. Now if I do make this out of stone, I can get the chisel in there going. I can move these back by like 4 pieces. I can put a little piece in the corner. Maybe round it out a little. This just begs the question as to why I don't have 2 pillars. And then I could do some sort of a construction outside underneath this thing. Hehehe. And not all constructions work out so well when they're recorded, I suppose. Nope, you know what? I am just going to leave well enough alone. 1, 2, 3, edge, 1, 2, 3, edge, 1, 2, 3, edge, 1, 2, 3, edge. Back to the way it was. We will find a suitable stone, maybe with reduction in the use of gabbro. Maybe that is exactly what will go here, at least for the supporting columns. Yeah, let's do that, let's do that. We got a use for the gabbro now. As I do like it. It will have a nice counterpoint with the black, and yes, I could be chopping these down without making all that noise. But it'll make a nice counterpoint. I should have more than that, and I don't. It's over in my chest. It better be. This almost looks like a swimming pool. There we go. Yellow flower. So, one more time. 1, 2, 3, wall. 2, 3, pillar. 2, 3, pillar. 1, 2, 3, pillar. There we go. More like what I was thinking.
Just build the wall on the inside. Just build the wall on the inside.
So
And you're going to build the wall as you were going
see what the bricks look like here. Oh, I know. I know.
Smaller farm, but
Gabbro brick. I will take a peek at the Gabbro brick, but where did I put my shale? There we go. Shale's not too dark, and it looks pretty nice.
I will, if you see on the map, if I go too far inwards, I'm sitting right over at 91's house. I think. No, because I counted it out, it'll work out fine like that.
There we go. I think I like the shale. I do believe that the shale will probably be good in combination with the Gabbro. So much to the point
Leave the chest there or whatever. You don't gotta move the chest in.
that I want
If you want to,
to...
just I feel like empty them right now.
I'm gonna put a basement in here, so I'm digging this out, and I'm thinking that this... I need some more shale. This sucks. Only people who are watching me type that out on the video will get why I'm saying hee hee.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Oh, well, that kind of sucks. No response. That means it's probably no. So once again, the Gabbro bricks are getting a little bit sidelined in face of the boo. Boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, da-doo, da-doo. They're getting sidelined in face of other, like just the smooth versions. Can't place torches on what I want. There we go. Hey, I'm home. Yay, look at this. Isn't this nice? Yeah. So definitely going to need some wood for the interior. I believe the last house I used, my interior wood was aspen. I don't want to do that again if I'm going to be using it for the top floor. But if I'm using aspen over there, I could use aspen down here and then something lighter for the top floor. And I've already got an idea for this area. Okay, well, can't really do much there. A curious dunk. Ah, grass already? Seriously? Seriously? Time to rage out on the grass a little. Get a little action going. And look at this. Wasn't I just over here clearing this out not like more than 10 minutes ago? Go grow on Meat's house. Shoo. See all those little spots? All that? Grow over there. Knit, knit, knit. So, I'm out of materials. What I really need to do now is I need to find some shale, and I need to pick a wood for down here. I don't want it to be too bright. I mean, I have some of that aspen. Somewhere around here. Had a bit o' chestnut. Might have left that in the other house though. Rid of a couple of those. That and that. See, started splitting up some stacks and paying for it now.
Should be able to. So nice.
Save those. That could be another door. Let's see what oak looks like. See what other woods we can find to just do some tests with. Ooh, spruce. A lot of people using spruce. Sequoia is not too bad. I would have to go over and chop one down though. Spruce, spruce, spruce. Hickory, 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 hickory. Not too bad either. Spruce. Let's go from that side for the spruce. Yeah, I think that's just a little too bright there for me. Pine.
Yeah, birch is much better.
Ah. Just a dunk.
Birch just has like a...
Chestnut? No. Aspen? No. Looking for something I did just bring back.
I like the birch is like a, like slight burnt color.
Whee! I should have white cedar around here somewhere. Ooh, sequoia. So these are the leftover saplings from planting the forest for biox, or biox, planting the forest for biblo over there. I find it odd though that I can't find my white cedar. Where would I have put them? Spruce. Let's take pine. Let's just get all the wood. Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, chicken. I'm sorry! White elm. No, don't want those. Wood, 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 wood. Wood, wood. Get some stone out. Get a mushroom out. And a fire starter. Wood. Do have the chests inside. Let me just take a quick look around here though. Yeah. Spruce planks. Yep. White elm. Nope. Oops. Andesite shale, yay! Andesite empty. So I went on a really big roundabout tour, and I got a couple of these saplings, and I can't seem to find them. Dirt, sticks, hickory, white elm, dirt, dirt, feathers, meat, leather, onions, charcoal. Wow. Maybe I just brought back the chestnut ones. Well, alrighty guys, I think this is good enough. You got a basic understanding of how repetitive and recyclive I go, but I do think I eventually end up with some pretty good looking designs here. I'll probably use oak for the bridge, just so I can do a little bit of arching with the slabs and stuff. I'm going to find a floor. I'm really interested to see what the really bright white cedar will look like there. Maybe somebody in town has some blocks I can borrow, but I'm also a fan right now of the hickory, and just the plain old oak, believe it or not, just for how that looks. So when we come back, I hope to have at least like the first levels of these things done. I'll find some shale. We'll finish off the floor here. I'm thinking right now of building this up in the back and having sort of a patio in the front. Even if it's a covered patio, a lanai, then we'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work my marble balcony over here in. It might end up being that I have a marble balcony with a staircase that comes down around here, and maybe use, you know, like a marble flooring. Just, you know, have like a marble entrance and showcase and stuff like that. So those are my current thoughts. I'm going to do some building offline just because my indecisions are going to lead to quite a bit of ums, ahs, uhs. Sure, if you counted them while I'm recording, I'm probably fairly high, but this way we'll have something to show off and something to continue on to with a bit more of a built-out scope of what's going to happen. See, there were at least 3 more uhs. So I will talk to you guys later, and 4. Leave me any comments and such, suggestions, things like that, anything that is useful. You know, give me some feedback on what you've seen so far, what you think works, what you think might work, and I'll see if I can try and incorporate it and see what works out. So, have a good one.